Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is step 34 on how to build this RC Tamiya glove liner. Now this step is very easy. It's just installing this floor panel into the chassis and installing this coupler plate into the chassis too. Now for that you're going to need this part number, and it's this screw, and it's BF2, and it's going to be 8 of them. And that one you're going to find it in your bag of parts. Now I have mine here organized. And it's this one. Okay, let me show you closely so you can see which one it is. Okay, it's this one. Okay, and it's 8 of them. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, okay, 6, 7, and 8. Alright, so the first thing that you want to do is cut these extra pieces of plastic. Okay, let me show you. There's one right here, and there's another piece right here. Okay, that way when you install it and you put the screws align with the holes in the chassis. If not, you're going to have trouble aligning them. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and cut these pieces off. Just like this. Be very careful when cutting this, because you can easily cut more than you have to. Like right here, I cut a little bit over, so just be careful. Go little by little, go slowly so you don't cut more than what you need to. Okay, so this one came out good. All right, so the next step is fitting these wires into this hole, inside this hole, this square hole. Okay, before you put the screws. Okay, this is the servo J8. Okay, one of the servos. Okay, and here's the other servo. Okay, and this is a J10. Okay, right there. Okay, now carefully, and then also I'm going to bring the motor cables, the motor wires, also inside the square. Okay, and align it with the holes on the chassis. Okay, right about there. And now you're ready to install the screws, and it's going to be 2 in the front, 2 in the middle, and 2 in the back. Okay, right here. Okay, total of 6. Now if you're planning on installing one of these switches on your coupler plate right here, okay, that's why there's this hole right here. This square hole is for these switches right there. This is a on and off switch. If you want to have an on and off switch, this is the where it goes. So if you're thinking of installing it there, which is not necessary, but if you want one, then make sure that before you install the screws, you feed the wire that goes with the switch. Okay, feed it before you install the screws on the floor panel. Now I'm not going to install my screws into the floor panel, and the reason is because I'm trying to figure out how I can lift the floor panel with the cab all together, lift it just like the real trucks. So on the real trucks, the whole cab and the floor panel lift all together, so just like this. So this is how on the real trucks how it looks like. So this is able to lift. So I'm working on the hinges, what type of hinges, what mechanism I'm going to install, so I'm able to pretty much lift the cab, and that way it will look more like a real truck, and also it will look nice to be able to see the motor just like the real trucks. So that's what I'm working on. And that's why I'm not going to install my screws into the chassis with the floor panel. Alright, so the next step is installing this coupler plate. This is to unlock and lock the fifth wheel. Okay, and it's very easy. It's just 2 screws, one here, one there. Okay, and align it with the chassis. Okay, All right there. And one screw goes on the top. Okay, and make sure that you use Loctite. Okay, when it goes, screw goes to metal. Okay, use Loctite. Now I'm not going to use Loctite, and I'm gonna tell you why in a minute. Okay, and the other screw goes right here. Okay, just like this. Okay, don't over tighten it because this plate can break. And after that, now you can bring the linkage bar and attach it to this little ball, just like this. Okay, and now when you move it, now you are unlocking it. This way is to unlock the fifth wheel. Okay, and automatically the spring pulls it and now it's locked. So this is how it works. Okay, very easy. Now if you have the coupler plate, the one that I have, like this one, the one that I have right now with me, this is the one that comes with the MFC. Okay, let me move it over so you can see. Okay, so the one, if you purchase the MFC, this is the fifth wheel that is going to come inside the box with this wire. Okay, so this little ball is on this side, so that's why the linkage bar goes on this side and this little bar goes on this side. But if you have the original one, okay, let me take this off. Now on the original one, this one comes with the kit. Okay, if you have the original, the little ball is on this side. So the linkage bar is going to be on this side. So right here, you're gonna have the linkage bar, and this little bar, you need to bring it on this side. That way you can attach the linkage bar and align it with this little bar right here on this side. So depending on which fifth wheel you have, you move this to the right position. Okay. Now here's the reason why I didn't use Loctite on the screws, and the reason is because I'm going to replace it with this other coupler plate. This is a metal coupler plate that comes with the servo. That way I can unlock and lock the fifth wheel using the radio control. So that's the reason I didn't use Loctite. So this is an option that you can have on your truck. It's not necessary, but if you want to use your radio control to unlock it, then this is the way to go. Okay, but this other plate, this coupler plate, also works just fine. This is just the manual one. Okay. All right, so that's it for step 34. Very easy. And if you like this type of videos, please hit that like button and consider subscribing to my channel. And thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you on the next one.